Hey everybody, I've got my very first uh, exhibition match of Premiere here. I'm going to show my deck off here. You can check out the Moxfield link right here if you want to go see the deck. This is a Yurion Beanstalk list that I pulled together. So what we're looking at here is Jason Mind Sculptor and Fairy Time Raveler. We're rocking 2 Life from Loam. I'm not super sure about that after playing the match. 4 Ponders, 1 Terminus. We're rocking Elishnorn Mother Runes for double ETBs and no ETBs from the opponent. We were rocking 2 Gormog Night Watch, 3 Hooting Mandrills, 4 Quantum Riddler, 4 Uro, and then of course we have 4 Up the Beanstalks, 4 Swords of Plowshares, 4 Bargains, 2 Murderous Cut, 4 Brainstorm, 4 Force of Will, an assortment of lands. I need to include some Surveil lands in this mix. I think that's important. I was having a little bit of trouble. This mana base needs something. Like there's a lot going on with this mana base. It just needs some massaging for sure. The sideboard was fine but not set. I got a lot of mileage out of Carpet of Flowers here, but beyond that, not much really affected my sideboard plan. The deck that I'm playing against, Brendan MC, is playing a Sultai tempo list that was pretty great, pretty awesome, like foil to this deck. But I think you get to see the power level of Premier in this video, and you get a really good idea of what is possible in terms of wideness of decks. Right? You get to see can a control deck hold its own in this format? So that's a really important question that I think Phil and I have really been struggling with in Legacy. And one of the founding principles of Premier is that we want to be able to have more than just aggro decks or tempo decks and combo decks flourish. We want control and mid-range decks to exist as well in the format. So first outing, I think that both these decks put up a really good showing. I don't want to spoil the ending for you because it's pretty fun. This is Premiere. If this is your first time checking out the format, you can look on the Eternal Durdles Moxfield and find some Premier decks there. If you type Premier into Legacy in your search bar, you're going to find a ton of Premier decks. We've been working with Moxfield to eventually get this format onto the platform, but we need a larger community. We are running as of today. We're going to be running a league. I think you may be able to still get into that if you go to our Discord. The links are below for the pre-Amir Discord. And you can also find that in that Discord link on the Eternal Durdles Discord as well. With that said, I'm very excited to show you our very first Premiere exhibition match. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you can support us on Patreon, that's only going to help us make more content like this. Without further ado, here comes Premiere. This episode of Eternal Durdles is sponsored by Cardmill, the first automated scanner and sorter built specifically for trading card game players. With its intentionally compact design, Cardmill uses AI-powered recognition to identify each card and sync inventory with real-time pricing, batching up to 300 cards at a time by name, set, color, or type. Collection data is securely stored in the Cardmill network, giving players full access to their cards through an easy-to-use web portal. Cardmill supports Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Flesh and Blood, Disney Lorcana, Star Wars Unlimited, and many more to come. Created by software engineer and longtime Magic the Gathering player Jonathan Dumanis, Cardmill launches on July 22nd on Kickstarter with early bird pricing starting at $350. Backers receive lifetime access to all software updates and new features. Go to cardmill.com to learn more and reserve your path to the future of card sorting. All right, here we go. We're going to try our very first match of Premiere and see how this deck works. Let's pull this over to the side a little bit here. There we go. I will go first. All right, we got MC. I am showing off my Yurion as a thing that I'm doing here. Okay, so. Okay. I like this. We can play the Flooded Strand, get our mana, and throw a Quantum Riddler in. We also have a Force of Will. Let's keep this. It's really just about seeing what's in the format, seeing what we can do, right? All right. Let's start with a Quantum Riddler, and we'll pass. I believe we're playing Brendan right now. Brendan, thank you for jumping in with me for some matches. All right, we got an Underground Sea and a Mishra's Bauble. Looking at what's on top of my deck. Ponder. You got it. Free Ponder. Now, I didn't keep a hand with much selection, but I think I'm going to be happy about just throwing a Quantum Riddler down and using it to draw a card. Sure. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to crack this. Huh. What do you think? Part of me just wants to get a scrub land here. I think I get a Tundra. Man, Rafine's Tower. Rafine's Tower would be sweet, actually. But we're gonna get a Tundra here, and we're gonna play a Warped Quantum Riddler. Dazed. Okay. We're gonna say no. Yep, they got us on that one. We're not gonna waste a Force of Will on that. I don't think it's worth it. Next turn, we're gonna throw down a Fairy Time Raveler. Probably bounce whatever they put up. Sure, Stalactite Stalker. We'll bounce it right back. I don't even know if we need to bounce it right back. Okay, yeah. We'll probably bounce it right back. Let's try that. Okay. There we go. Let's play Teferi. White, blue, doesn't matter. Now we want to force that, I think. Put ourselves in a position to Force of Will things we don't want in play. Okay, it looks like we got a Gormog Night Watch there. And we probably will... Nah, we don't have the mana to cast it next turn, unfortunately. All right, we got another Bobble. They're bobbling. Got a Stalker. Okay. All right, if we can get a black or a green source here, we're in luck. No black or green source, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna plus Fairy, right? Now, I don't think we can cast this, right? We need black. We would need 2 black and 2 blue, and we just don't have it. That's a situation where the Rafine's tower would have been kind of nice. They can come in and attack my... Okay, all right. Took out my Tundra with the Wasteland. Man, it's a little wonky in this deck, so I have to play around it be a little careful. Okay, again, I think... Oof. A second Stalactite Stalker. All right, let's see. A land. Up the Beanstalk. Oh, God! The mana is rough right now. God. All right, we're going to take some beats. We didn't think about this on the way down, right? Like, here comes some surface level booms. These are going to get bigger. What would be sweet? Come on, deck. Give me... God. All right. Keep it moving. We'll just pass turn. This is harsh. Harsh. Yeah, we're down to 6. Ponder. I was like, will my opponent be able to get rid of yet another card? So, ideally here, we just draw any land and we can cast Jace and at least bounce that back. Okay, well, that's good. That's going to be bad if they have another threat. I'm going to be upset about that. Yeah, here comes a Murktide. Can't be a Murktide, actually. We don't have to worry about Murktide Regent. How about that? Love to see it. There's the Oculus. Yeah. I think we're out of luck on this one. So we're going to see what we draw here. Yeah, not going to get there. All right, we're going to concede game. And we'll go into the sideboard here. All right. Since you're enjoying the show, please like and subscribe to the video. It helps the channel grow.
Support Eternal Durdles on Patreon so we can create even more content and cover events.
Patreon supporters get an ad-free RSS feed. You can even join our deck donation tier to get your very own episode.
Join the Durdle Maniacs at patreon.com/eternaldurdles. Now back to the show.
All right, let's get some carpets. I don't think we have to worry about any of that. A couple of Pyroblasts probably wouldn't hurt. Okay, I don't know that we need all those fairies or the Force of Wills. We're not playing as a deck that I feel like Force of Will is super great against, and I think that we're happier seeing Red Blasts. And then the carpets will keep our lands in play. Will at least help us with our mana. So we'll see how that works. Brutal first game. Okay. We will be on the play. course, we're going to show it off. Okay. This is better. I'm going to start with a Misty Rainforest and pass. Okay. Crack. Polluted Delta. Underground Sea. Stalactite Stalker. I'm going to attempt. I want to overload their resources here. So I am going to get a White Source and go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah, that's the only White Source I really care about. Waiting for our opponent to pass priority here. Yep. And we'll get rid of that. Now they can daze it. That's fine. That's actually what we want. Because we want to make sure that we get the Beanstalk down. Okay. All right, here we go. Uppies. Uppies. Let's go. Got it. That's going to help a little bit, I think. And we got the swords, so we're doing okay. All right. And we have the white mana with the Scalding Tarn, so I think we're good. All right, untap. Just get this off right now. Do another one of these. Boom. There you go. Okay. They've got no permanents in hand. I've got 3 on the board. They have no permanents on the board. I have 3 on the board, and I think we're in an okay spot right now. All right. Untap. Here we go. Got anything good? Quantum Riddler. There we go. Okay. Let's play that. We're going to cast Quantum Riddler with Warp. Warp in a Quantum Riddler, drawing a card just for casting it. It'll get me another card. All right. We just drew 2 for the low cost of 2 mana. Love that. We're going to keep that over here as a reminder that we have it. What we got going on now? Stalactite Stalker. Let's brainstorm in response. Just for kicks. You're going to counter that. Okay. It has been countered. You got it. Okay. Stalactite Stalker is in play. I do need black mana. Something important to note. But there are Hooting Mandrills. We love that. So let's drop Hooting Mandrills into the old play zone here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to draw a card for that. Oh, that's a great card. We cannot play this. Unfortunately, cannot play it. But that's okay, because next turn we can play Quantum Riddler and draw 2 more cards. Or we can play Elish Norn and draw 2 cards. I will 100% block this guy, gladly. I have to block it with 2 things because it's got Menace. Reset blockers. It's got Menace, guys. Okay. We're in a race situation, apparently. I'm going to go ahead and brainstorm in response to Tarmogoyf. Okay. Let's put back Reach and Boseiju. Draw. I'm going to play this. Let's do this. So I think we just play this, right? Like let him daze stuff. It won't really matter too much. I'm going to Force of Will. You got it. Still get to draw a card. There we go. All right. And from there we got a pass turn. I mean, they're on the tempo plan. That is what tempo is, right? Okay, surveilling. All right, big boy. Probably should have played the Carpet of Flowers and used that extra mana. Keep that in mind for the next time I do that. All right. I think I have to take the damage. It doesn't make sense for me to just start losing to, like, next turn I can conceivably cast a large threat here. Okay, there we go. Untap. Right. Okay, now let's put a Carpet of Flowers into play. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play a Floated Strand. Right. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to our attack step here. We're going to pass. Okay. The answer is yes. Do we want just black mana? 4 black mana? I think that's the correct amount. 4 black mana. I'm going to say yes to black mana. Okay. Then we're going to do this. I'm going to do a Tropical Island. Let's see here. Then we can, let's play this first. We have to, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. We'll get a card draw for that. Right? Okay. And we're going to play this. 1. Let's do 2 and 3. Now, what we're really looking for here is a Praying praying for a Swords of Plowshares here, because that would feel good. Okay, but we'll take a Force of Will and a Jace the Mind Sculptor, and then pass turn. It's not ideal, but it does keep us in the game. If we can just get through this turn, I think we're solid. I think we'll be pretty good shape at that point. And I don't know what our opponent can do to keep us out of the game at this point. Ponder is a great start, actually. Okay, now I can counter it with the Quantum Riddler, so keep that in mind. I think Jace is what I want in play at this point. I don't know, maybe it is the Quantum Riddler I want in play, and I can get rid of Jace. Definitely felt good paying 3 and drawing 3. Swinging with both. Okay, let's get rid of that guy. And I'll go to 3. If he's got a lightning bolt, he's got me. Well, he doesn't because I have a Force of Will, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. We're just gonna, and we'll use the Quantum Riddler at this point. Great. Love that. Okay, now the game is locked. Okay, I'm gonna say yes. Let's produce blue mana. We'll throw Jace into play. Seems like a great card to just throw into play. We'll bounce your Goyf. Yeah, there we go. Got there. Finding the right high-end cards for Legacy, Vintage, Pre-Modern, or Old School Magic can be challenging. That's where a friend's 3-for-1 trading come in.
3-for-1 trading is buying all Magic the Gathering singles and entire collections, big and small. They're one of the top trading card game traders, buying way over 1 million Magic cards a year, and they are more than happy to make you an offer on your cards. In addition to sending in your cards, you'll also have the chance to sell and trade them at MagicCon Atlanta, taking place from September 26th to 28th. Huge thanks to 3-for-1 Trading for supporting the Legacy community. Now back to the show.
Okay, I think this is fine. Let's keep it where it is. Let's put these forces back and remove the Pyroblast, because a lot of what they have here is black and green permanents, and I just need to deal with what's on the board and not what's on the stack. I don't think we really care that much about their blue spells. They're just using their blue spells to stay in the game. At any point in time there, an Oro would have felt pretty good. All we have to do is play around Daze, or at least not get totally destroyed by Daze, but we were using our life total as a resource there. Okay, I'm assuming they're going to be on the play here. Yep. All right, let's look at our opener here. Wow. How do I feel about that? I want to... This is Esper, huh? I gotta mulligan this. I can't cast anything in my hand. What's a mulligan? I think we have to be okay with that. We're gonna keep, and let's put the Rafine's Tower back in. I think we just do Mystic Sanctuary pass here. We'll see what happens when they draw. Yeah, there it is. There is the Stalactite Stalker. Mystic Sanctuary, I think, is what we want to be doing here right now. Unfortunately, it's kind of what it is. I think we have to play an Up the Beanstalk into a Daze. It just kind of, like, there's not a whole lot we can do otherwise. We'll take the 2 from the Stalker, get bonked for 2. Okay, now, how do we feel about playing the Quantum Riddler here and letting them deal with that? Yeah, let them Daze the Quantum Riddler. I think that's okay. I'd rather that than the Beanstalk. The Beanstalk is my engine. I want my engine to resolve, and we'll pass the turn out after that. Here comes a Ponder. Okay, great. That's good news for me. I need not pressure to be a thing right now. So we'll see how things go from here. I need to keep an eye on my Scalding Tarn, because I'm going to have to use that. I guess I can just play the Scalding Tarn and sit on it, and then put Up the Beanstalk in, and if I have to use... Yeah, taking the damage there. You got it. Okay, here we go. They're drawing another card. All right, our turn. All right, we're going to play the Scalding Tarn, and we're going to cast Up the Beanstalk. We can play around Daze this way, but also we can get the... yeah, that's fine. I think that was what we were sure was going to happen. They're going to get to tempo us, but it's a slow tempo. It's not fast tempo like it is in Legacy right now. So we've got a little bit of a build up some steam. I'm sure there's a Tarmogoyf incoming. Him to Torok. Okay, we're gonna do a little saving here. Let's do that, and we will go ahead and brainstorm. Okay, Well, you get to get both my things. So there you go. I mean, yeah, things are bad. But he's only got 2 cards in hand. This is not the worst for me. I have, there are ways for me to get rid of things on the board. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna go ahead and ponder. There's the swords. Let's do. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to shuffle. Shuffle away, I should say. I should have used the Mystic Sanctuary. Dumb of me. Yep, and not the right way. Let's do that. There we go. All right, we're back in the game, I suppose. Okay, brainstorm like that. My deck is full of potent cards, so I just need to cast 1 or 2 of them, and I'm right back in it. There we go. We've got a green, a blue, and 2 colorless for Gurmag Nightwatch. Days! Get wrecked. I think that might be the first time we've ever seen a Gurmag Nightwatch get dazed. Pretty hot. 2 cards to... we have the same number of resources, so we'll have to see how this goes. All right, come on, deck. Right. And I'll pass turn. I think we're in an advantage here, as long as they don't just get to run away with the game by having things to cast. All right. Let's go ahead and fetch. Do we even have any Surveil lands in this deck? We don't. We're just going to get a Rafine's Tower so that we have access to black mana. Untap. They get to draw. I get to draw. Force of Will. I can hard cast a Force of Will if I have to. Sounds fine. I don't love it, but it is what it is. Here we go. We're hard casting Force of Will. Hard casting Force of Will would feel a lot better if I had a Up the Beanstalk. Another one? The Overlord. Okay. Return a non-avatar to your hand. So you get it back. You're gonna get back a returns. Okay, that's spicy. All right, my turn. What do I get? Up the Beanstalk. We'll take it. What do we draw? Come on, deck. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to that because I'd rather pitch that for a brainstorm and see another card. At least I have the Up the Beanstalk now, but things are looking dicey. There's Kiora, sorry. When she enters, draw 2, discard 2. Okay. I was like, damn. Just some selection. Still very good, though. 20 cards. If you have 7 or more, you may create a spawn. What? Whenever it attacks. Okay. I was like, oh my god. Okay. So we have to worry about a spawn. That's a problem. Okay, come on, deck. Just one of several cards that could be good. Okay, Murderous Cut. Love that. I'm going to do black. 1, 2, 4. There we go. And we're going to cast Quantum Riddler. We're just going to straight up cast him. There we go. We're back in this game. And then we get to draw 2 more cards. All right, here we go. Getting right back in it. Deck. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Big plays, deck. Big plays. Unfortunately, I need green for every one of these things, which is rough. I will be doing Uro, I think. I mean, none of this matters. Take whatever you want. I think Hooting Mandrills is the correct answer here. Yeah. You know me having a Hooting Mandrills. Yep. There's the green source. That do be happening. All right, I take 2. Yep. Rough. Okay. Untap. Draw land. I did. Let's go. Man, part of me. Yeah, I think the smart thing to do here is to cast Uro. Then we draw a card and we gain life. Put a land card onto the battlefield. Let's do it. Nope. We're gonna do that. There we go. We're gonna cast another one. We're getting up there. The deck is like, you're fine. You're fine. We don't have a land card to put in. That's okay. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Let's go, deck. That's what I'm talking about. I'm over here. Opponent. We have no red mana to cast this Pyroblast. I don't know if Pyroblast is where I truly want to be right now, but I will be able to get back Uro next turn, which is pretty sweet. His deck is extremely sweet too. The Overlord of the Bailmark is a solid choice when you don't have anything like what's it called? All right, untap. Here we go. What am I gonna draw? Sweet. Okay, let's do green, green, blue, blue. And we'll cast an Uro. And let's exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got it. No lands to put into play. None needed. All right. And then we're just going to smash in. Keep it going. Okay. This is a 6/7, huh? I think we just go ahead and kill that. That's fine. It's in play. Okay. Okay. Let's start with a Up the Beanstalk, right? We'll play that. Let's throw down a Hooting Mandrills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the green. We're just going to bury the opponent now in good stuff. There we go. We'll put that into play. There we are. And let's crack this for a Savannah. Play this. We'll go green, black, blue. Draw 2 more cards. I mean, it's kind of just out of control now, right? Put one of those cards on top of my library. We'll just do the Force of Will here. And then we'll pass turn. I don't think you can come back from this. It's going to be hard. But that's an exhibition right there. That's a great example of what you can get away with in this format as far as coming back into the game. You wouldn't see that in Legacy, I don't think. They're going to get to put a non-avatar creature back into their hand. I'm going to just gang block, I think. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and Brainstorm. It's going to put... No, we're not going to do that. Cancel. We're not going to do any replacement effects. Let's Force of Will. Oh, put 2 cards on top. Let's put those 2 on top. And we will Force of Will pitching Uro. It's over. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right, we got there. Nice. Hey, if you enjoyed this episode, hit the subscribe button.
You can also support us on patreon.com/EternalDurdles, which now offers the new deck donation tier. I'll play literally whatever you want.
So brew your spiciest or stock us up with a stock list.
I'll literally play whatever you want.
Thanks for watching.